Well, we're building the right habits. If you're winning enough games to secure the number one seed, then you're building the right habits that are going to be necessary for you to win in the playoffs. And obviously we have bigger aspirations than the number one seed, but we are proud of the accomplishment, and we'll enjoy it while we're getting ready to get our group ready for the playoffs.
LeBron and AD both looked pretty sharp tonight, obviously especially AD. He said that you guys have asked him to be more aggressive like that, regardless of how the defense is playing. How do you think he responded, and how important is that as you guys push forward?
I didn't hear the first part of that question, Mike.
Oh, sorry, Coach, just talking about AD and his aggression in this one.
Aggression.
Early, you said you guys had spoken to him as a coaching staff about that.
Yeah, last game, he was being unselfish, and we always want that from all of our guys. But there's a time, where you got to assert yourself, and he did it in the second half against Toronto, and for 48 minutes tonight he was in attack mode, both in the catch and shoot game. He passed up one early, an early catch and shoot, and we kind of got on him at the timeout that we want to be aggressive in the catch and shoot game, especially when Rudy's on him to make him close out, and he responded in a big time way. Had a great night.
Hey Frank, it's Bill Warren. I'm wondering, it's sort of third quarter when the Jazz came on that run, you called that a pretty early timeout, and you guys bounced back kind of in a big way in that quarter. I'm just curious, what was your message? What changed in that period?
I think the message was more about my tone. I was unhappy with how we played to come out in the third quarter of the last two games. We gave up big runs to begin the third, and it started looking like that again tonight. And we weren't having the necessary focus, attention to detail, and competitive spirit. And I let our guys know about it, and they responded, and everything got elevated in that third, and we ended up having a great defensive third quarter and a stretch that probably was the biggest reason why we got the win.
Hey Frank, it's Dave. Anthony said something along the lines of, when he plays aggressive, he kind of sets the tone and others follow suit. At what point did that become part of his role with this team? Was that something you guys instilled from training camp all the way back in October, or did at some point that kind of shift maybe from LeBron to him?
No, I think it's when both of those guys are aggressive. We want our whole group to play team first basketball, and to think about setting each other up and playing with the pass. But those two guys, when they're most assertive, that's when we've been at our best. So, we definitely always want that.
Tanya Ganguly?
For Anthony, just him personally, is it, well, not personally, but for him specifically, is it important for him to do that early, or to set the tone for himself of aggressiveness early in the game?
Yeah, like I said, we want both of those guys to be aggressive. Anthony can be aggressive in a lot of different ways. It's running the floor, being active on the glass, it's being aggressive driving the basketball, but in particular, at the three-point line. He's a big that often draws a bigger assignment because of his post threat, and if they're going to put a bigger guy on him, he has the ability to just beat them in a different way. So right from the start, yes, it's important for him to be aggressive.
So to kind of follow up on that, I think AD had 7 shots in the first 5 minutes and then 14 in the first quarter. Was that sort of a scripted effort by the coaching staff to get him more shots, or was that sort of his teammates like, hey, let's attack this matchup?
It was both. I know he didn't really get going last game, and I look in the mirror when that type of thing happens with one of my two best players, and so we had an intention to get him going a little bit early, but he also, we just called a couple plays for him, but it really came from him and his assertiveness.
As another follow-up, you're often touting your guys as award guys this year, especially in these head-to-head matchups with Rudy Gobert. How do you think Anthony asserts himself?
Well, he dominated the game. I've said over and over again, Anthony's the most talented defender in the NBA. He proves it night in and night out. He's a big reason why we've had so much success this year, because of what he does on that end of the floor. And I thought he showed that tonight.
I think Will has one or two more there. Will, go ahead.
All right. Bill?
Frank, I don't expect you to tell me who it is, but I'm wondering if in your heart, behind that mask, you have a team that you would prefer to see in the 8th seed when the seeding games are all over.
Yeah, you know I won't go there, Bill. I will say that all these teams that are competing for that 8th spot, I don't believe we're going to get a typical 8 seed in that matchup. The West is loaded. There's a lot of good teams in there, and we're going to get a team with some serious firepower.
Coach, I'll take one more on mine. I think that'll do it.
Sure.
Great.
Hey coach, this is Davide from Italy. My question is about AD. Obviously, I'm pretty sure you think he can, get up a notch. And I'm curious if you think he can, if he can get better on offense or on defense.
Well, everybody always has room to improve, but he's pretty well-rounded on both sides of the ball. I think there's more things that we can do as a coaching staff, creatively, offensively, to get him, different looks and to make sure that we're attacking the matchup the right way. If he's got a big on him, if he's got a small on him. But he's pretty darn well-rounded on both sides.